Hi, this is Jamie from Hover, and I'm going to show you how to hover a property with tight lot lines. Tight lot lines are the result of two or more houses being built closely to one another. What I'm about to show you are a few techniques that you can use when there's not enough space to back up in order to get the full structure in frame. So let's get started. Once you're at the address of the property, press the plus sign to add a new property. Then, on the property details page, you'll type in the name of the homeowner, address, property type, and measurements type. Once you're finished, press the Add Photos button. Then you'll enter the section of the app where you can begin taking photos of the property. Starting at the front of the property, click the button to take a photo. Now, right away you can tell that this house is too tall. I'm all the way backed up to the curb and I still can't fit this house in frame while holding the phone horizontally. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the phone to portrait mode, so holding it vertically, and I'm going to take the shot that way. Next, I'll walk to the front corner of the home. Again, same thing, it looks like I don't have enough space to back up and shoot the full structure in landscape mode, so I'm going to flip my phone to portrait mode, and now you can see I can get the full front and the side in frame, so this is a good shot right here. Next, we're going to walk over to capture the side view of the structure. And it's pretty clear right away that I won't be able to back up and fit the full side and frame, so I'm just going to actually go back to the front corner and I'm going to flip my phone vertically. And as long as you can see down the alley and get all four corners of the side in frame, the shot should definitely work. And if the app asks you, is the side of the property visible? Just click the button that says Best I Can Do. And next, we're going to walk to the back corner of the property. And just from the looks of it, it looks like it's pretty obstructed back here. Ideally, you'd be able to avoid as many trees and fences and other obstructions as possible. It might be good to be able to go over into the neighbor's property and shoot the corner shot from there, but the neighbor doesn't appear to be home, so I'm just going to go back over to the side and I'm going to turn the phone vertically and shoot down the alley this way. This isn't an ideal corner shot, but it's definitely the best I can do for this particular property. And once you're done there, I'm going to go back to the entire back view of the property. Similar to the front, it looks like it's still too tall, even though I can back up all the way over here. So I'm just going to hold the phone vertically to take this entire back view. Next, we'll move to the third corner shot. And this one's going to be a little tricky because it looks like there's a lot of obstructions over here. So I'm just going to experiment with a few different angles until I see something that looks like it'll work. And right here, it looks like I can see the back and the side of the house all in the frame, so I'm going to go ahead and take this shot. Again, I'm going to tell the app that this is the best I can do with this shot. Now, after that third corner shot, we're going to do another side view of the home. And again, it's pretty clear from how tall this house is and how tight the lot line is on the side of this property that I won't be able to back up far enough to get the full structure in frame. So I'm going to back up over here and I'm going to hold the phone vertically and I'm just going to experiment with some different angles behind this plant. I'm going to hold it nice and low, try and tilt the camera up just to try and get all four corners in the frame. And again, if the app asks you, is the side of the property visible? Just click the button that says Best I Can Do. And after that, we're going to move to the final front corner shot. And it actually looks like I can get the full structure in frame holding the phone in landscape mode at this angle, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And another thing you can do is you can add additional photos if you feel like they'd help. In this case, I'm not sure how much this photo will help, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. I'm just going to be cautious not to disrupt this homeowner's garden, so I'm going to come over here, I'll step up on the fence really quick, I'm going to hold the phone vertically again, and I'm going to try and get the full side in frame shooting down this alleyway. And then I'm going to go ahead and click the Finish button. You can add job notes if you'd like, and once you're finished, just press the Create 3D Model button. You'll see a little notification at the top saying the address of the property has been successfully added. You can also click on the three little dots on the bottom right corner of the specific property, and this will bring you to the property details page where you'll see the status of your property. You can also scroll down and browse through the photos that you took just to double check everything and see if there's any additional photos that you think you might want to add. If there's still any doubt, you can reach out to our support team right in the app by going to the menu on the top left-hand corner of your properties page, clicking on the support tab, and then clicking contact the Hover team. This section of the app stores all of the updates you may have received from our support team. It also gives you the ability to start a new conversation with our support team. If you'd like to confirm whether or not the photos you took of a particular property are sufficient, make sure to include the address of the property in question and the email address of your account in a new message to the support team. Most of the time they're pretty good about getting back very quickly so that you can correct any errors while you're still on site. In the meantime, while you're waiting for a reply, you can browse our help center and look for answers to your questions there. Now, for this particular example, I didn't end up needing to take any additional photos. In fact, the photos that I took were sufficient enough that the 3D model was able to be processed within an hour. One thing I like to do with houses that have a lot of obstructions like this is to use the measurements PDF and 3D model to identify any unknown areas. Unknown areas can come up when there are obstructions, shadows, sun glare, or anything to keep the camera from recognizing the materials on a particular face of the structure. And it looks like the measurement document is showing some unknown area on this particular example. So what I'll do is go to the 3D model, select the surface areas tab, and find the unknown surface area. And once I select that, I'll rotate the model around to find that unknown surface area. And there it is. So ideally, from my visit to the property, I know what this material is supposed to be, but just in case, I can also reference the photos that I've taken to see if I can catch a glimpse of what this material is. So if you just scroll or pinch to zoom in, I can actually see that that looks like a window. Then from there, all you have to do is write into our support team, let them know what the material is, and they'll have the property reprocessed. And the square footage of that unknown area will be reallocated to the proper material. And that's it. If you have any other questions about how to capture a difficult property or a property with tight lot lines, feel free to reach out and we'll be happy to help.